books. Too many books. No. No. Too many books. TBR. Too many. No. Don't finish series. Over 100 books on my TBR. No. No, please. Huh? No. That intro took too much planning and I just... Welcome to the TBR takedown. Yes, I know, applause, applause. I got this video off of Ellen Catherine. She is another booktuber. I love her videos, she's literally a doll. She called it a TBR takedown as well, and she'll pick like a couple books and she would just get through her TBR. I've been doing more buying than reading. I want to try to at least read 60 to 70 books this year, so we need to start going. I have 60 books on my TBR right now that I have not read yet. The problem with me is I'm also a mood reader, so I don't stick to TBRs like monthly. Like I try to, and I'm trying this month, but sometimes like I'll just browse off, or like I'll get a new book and I'm like, hey, let's just go straight to this one instead of the books that have been there for like 4 years. Let me show you my little TBR. That is Icebreaker, Hockey Romance, Smut, and yeah. Why did it get so quiet in my house? I don't know if that was just me, but it felt like it got really quiet in my house after I said Smut, and I was like... And then if I finish Icebreakers, I want to get into Wildfire because this is the second book. Daydream's coming out I think in June or something, so if I like the series I want to get it. And finally, without further ado, I already have a bookmark in here, but it's all in, and this is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the third book in the Natural series. I've had my eye on this for a second, so we might be getting into it, not sure. Nevernight, and this is by J. Kristoff. I'm actually in the middle of this, like the audiobook right now, so yes, we will be getting into it into this video, but I figured an audiobook throughout the week would be really nice to get to so that we can finish more, we can accomplish more. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into the video. But with Icebreakers, I'm actually really liking it. Like, I thought everything that I've seen online, it just seems like it was mostly about sex. They all talk a lot about their sex lives, but this is a college romance, and it is giving me all the college vibes with like the drama and their sports and their classes. I'm glad that it's not overflowing with like sex scenes, but they're still like talking about it annually. So far I'm really enjoying it, and I was eating this up last night. I read to page 20 during the day, and then at night I sat down and I read 70 pages or something, and now I'm on page 100, so I read like the last 15 pages or whatever to get to 100, and I am tabbing it, and I'm liking the colors that I picked. I'm on chapter 12, and this book is just flying through. Like, her writing style is so easy, and I'm not feeling like it's a chore to read, so I think we're out of the slump. Guys, I just wanted to add that like this book got so much better because like the first 150 pages was just purely smut, and it's so much better now, and I'm really happy. We got so much like gentle love from Nate. We got to see Anastasia's anxiety, and I'm seeing some connection with her, especially with her trying to be perfect and like always having a schedule in her life and not really having room for things for her, and it made me feel seen. And on the other hand, I absolutely am so infuriated with Aaron, but I'm also really angry at Anastasia because she puts him first always, and he's like a brat. She wants to be a good friend, but he treats her so bad. Like, he body shames her. He literally tries to control her eating and says, you can't eat that because you need to, like, you can't have the carbs. You're too heavy. You're a man. If you can't pick her up, it's your problem, not hers. They communicate so well with one another that I love it. I love that there's no miscommunication. Nate is so caring towards her and his team, and he just did a huge thing that could have literally destroyed his career, but I really want to keep reading this. I'm about halfway done, I guess. I can't wait to read more about it because it got so much better in those past 50 pages. Like I was saying before, I need to see that connection, and then in that 50 pages I've seen their connection. It says like Anastasia's skating partner faces a troubling future and that she might have to look to Nate, and I'm seriously considering the idea that he has to figure skate with her, and if I see that, this book will be my favorite. I will be the happiest chick of my life. So I'm glad that it got better and it's more emotion because I can see. Stop it. Good night, guys. I love this book so much right now. There's so much drama, there's love, there's angst, they're training together. I am in awe. I love that he's training with her. But Aaron is, I'm gonna kill him. He's doing this on purpose and I think he just wants to be that controlling, but I'm over him. I'm over him and I can't wait to get what he deserves. So I'm obviously back from my trip and seeing my family, and I really miss them and I don't want to go to school tomorrow, but here we are. It is so late. It is 10:45 and I just read 200 pages in one day. I'm a slow reader, and like, to be able to finish that much right now, you know the book was good. I just finished Icebreakers by Hannah Grace. You don't understand if you haven't read this. Okay, going into this, thought this was going to just be a steamy book. Didn't really know what was going to go on, if there was going to be an actual plot. This plot went through so many turns, left and right, up and down, sideways, around the park. It's definitely a spicy book. There's more in the beginning. I'm not complaining now because it's not overwhelming the book. You still get to see the relationship, and I am giggling and kicking my feet, and they've got this gentle love with another, and these people can communicate. These guys wanted each other from the get-go, and they didn't have something stupid break them apart throughout this entire book because they communicated. You can see that they both put in so much effort to show that they love the other person. I was gonna wait till the ends to give my ratings, but this is a 5-star. I literally cannot hold it in, and I don't feel like holding it in, so this is a 5 stars. And I finished it just in time for March. I read 4 books this month, which was really hard for me to do. So we have the original TBR I picked out for this video. So I picked out Better Than the Movie, Fine Print, and then Bride by Ali Hazelwood. But I'm really going towards Wildfire. This one is shorter. This one is 383. This kicks up right after the events, I think, of Nate graduating and a couple of them graduating. So I might get into this because I am like sucked up in this world, but also I feel like if I finish this, I'm gonna be in a book slump. So I'm thinking put this to the side and get into one of these, but I just don't know what I want to get into. So I'm just gonna sit with my thoughts, figure out what I want to read, or maybe All In. I'm looking at different things right now, so I think we're gonna actually get into All In, which is the 3rd book in the Natural series, because I love these books and they're really quick to get through. So I think we're gonna do that, and then I will see you guys whenever I update you guys again. Time no Shay. Just set y'all's down there. Hi. I think the last time I talked to you was Sunday when I got back, and school started. Literally already dying. Been so stressed all day because of my macroeconomics class, because it is just so overwhelming. We started like a project in class today. I had to do an essay, and then I had to do 4 homeworks. We're not doing the greatest. So besides that, started my 2nd book for this video, and I decided to go with All In, which is the 3rd book in the Natural series. And I'm not too excited for this, which is kind of upsetting because I think it's because all I want to read is Wildfire right now. Guys, I have not been able to stop thinking about Icebreakers ever since I finished it, and so I feel like that's putting me in a slump of reading right now because I don't want to read All In, but like I want to. But yeah, I'm gonna try to read this. I am only, hold up guys, I'm 37 pages in. Going in 36 pages. It's not the vibe that I felt in like the first 2 books, but I just started, so. I take my whiskey. Guys, say it in the comments. Told you I'd be getting out of work, so we'll see now. I don't know what's happening. Honestly, I should be cleaning up my room. It's kind of a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I put on Rise or Grow, and we are going to sit and finish this book. So far, things kicked up like a lot, and we're getting a lot more of the mystery, and it came together like really quickly to the point I was like, I'm still not liking it as good as the other ones because like their found family doesn't feel like it's there. But one thing in this book that happens in the first book, I thought it was connected to the first killer, but it's actually connected to this one, and I got it. I know, right? I got lost. Ow. I just bit my lip because I was thinking too hard. Say this quote, but like I can't because it's spoiling. So like I think Sloane is like one of my favorite characters. I feel like we haven't had like any dynamics with them all together. Like no idea, I don't know. Everyone protects Sloane, and I literally love it so much. Her background isn't as violent or something, and they're trying to like protect her from harm, and I love how everyone is so protective of her. I just have to like show off for a second because I am a slow reader. Literally like the entire book today. I just finished All In. I feel like that case was just a stand-in for the true thing, and I feel like it was kind of pointless. Hold on, I'm trying to understand how I'm feeling right now. But at the same time, it got us to where we needed. I just, like, it was really easy. But the ending had me. Like, I was caught in the ending, and I'm so excited for the last book. This case kind of felt like pointless, you know? It felt like we didn't take a second to dwell into what happened in this book. All of like the people in the Naturals Club, pretty much, they all had things going on and were really separate and spaced out, and we didn't have that found family feeling, at least what I think. But in some points I could see it, but it was mostly Michael making his jokes, and then that was it. Like I wanted to see more of them as their found family, and we didn't, and that's a big thing that was lacking. I'm hoping in the last book that brought up more, because this book was good. We just didn't have that. Anyways, overall I really enjoy this. I don't know what I'm gonna give it though. When I finished Icebreakers, that was like top of my head. I already know what I'm giving it, but this one I'm gonna have to sit on. I think these are going to be either these two, or I could do Love Wager, but then I have to read Mr. Wrong Number first, so we'll see which one. I think we'll do Wildfire because I was obsessing over it. Maybe we'll just finish Nevernight. Smart, actually, because I need to do my May spreads. From now on, I'm going to do like every other month I'll post stuff about my spreads, so I keep some secretness about them, even though you guys like, there's another update. Okay, sorry, I'm like just setting this up and it's crooked whole place. Okay, so I was doing my reading journal as I was listening to Nevernight. I also want to show you my journal real quick. I don't like how it turned out, honestly. I don't know, it feels like every time I don't film my journals, they don't turn out as well. Also at the end, like I put like my thumbnails and I ran out of space, and then this, I don't even know what happened there. I don't know if I like it. Like, So this is TBR and this is my April. And then got these two. This is for a video. You don't have to see it yet. Have to wait. And then I have my wrap up, which I can now add 2 books to. We started the month and I have read 2 books. I have officially just finished Nevernight by J. Kristoff. Wow, I'm upset. I am all over the place. This is what I mean by like the books are kind of hard. Like his chapters start like mid, and also he's got these at the ends that you have to read if you find like an asterisk on the side. But overall, his storytelling, fabulous. It starts off with a beginning and like a closure where the author's talking to you. So like at the end, we just got him talking to us, saying that not yet, little mortal, not yet by half. But after all, this tale is only one of 3, birth and life and death. So take my hand now, close your eyes, and walk with me. It's really cool how he puts the story, because I'm there and I'm like, I'm just listening to a story. I'm listening to someone tell a tale, and that's exactly how it sounds. The terminology is a little hard. The names are a little hard. I kept forgetting who was who, because sometimes when I was like listening to this in the car, I'd doze off and I'd be like, wait, what? I think I know who's narrating it, because it says, I think that's why I loved her. And I was like, oh. And something just happened to this one character that I'm really like panicked about, and I want to know if he's okay, but I don't know. I don't know if he is. Oh my god, it's crazy that I finally finished this. So like I said, there's 2 other books in this, but I'm so excited to get to the rest of these books. Now officially have 2 books done for, no, 3 books. So we just finished these 2 today. People are gonna think I'm doing like a 24-hour readathon. So I'm gonna go get some food. I made some bagel bites because it's like fend for ourselves night. So I'm going to wrap up what I was doing here, and then yeah. And I think we'll start with Wildfire, but now I'm in the mood for both of these. And I don't know what audiobook I want to listen to. The God's Grave. Let's see if we can get it, because I want to read it and it was so much fun. I can borrow it. I can borrow it. I can borrow it. Oh my god. Woo! I'm excited. I'm really excited. These books are really good. So I'm gonna eat. I'm literally gonna die. Just putting my tabs in. Hold on. Like I was like just getting the book ready, as you do. Why does it look like my eyes aren't like looking at you? That one hit close to home. Last night was absolutely crazy. The entire day yesterday. I had my window open, if you can't tell, because it is beautiful outside. Finally, it stopped raining and everything. Had a kind of busy weekend. So Friday and Saturday. Friday we went to the RV with my parents, and Dylan and I went and made pottery. And we were just at the RV the entire time, so I didn't have any time to read. And then yesterday, I literally worked 10 to 11 p.m. so like 12 hours. Made some bank though, so I'm not complaining, but I am done with baseball teams. I didn't tell you guys that I started Wildfire. I am so excited. Okay, so this one follows Russ and Aurora. Oh my. So Nate is moved in with the boys now, and they're at this party, and he meets Aurora. And so far right now they're just talking, and they're kind of having these little sparks fly at the party. I know my cousin says something happens in chapter 4 and I'm on chapter 4. I just had to stop, but pretty much what happens is Russ is going to be a camp counselor for the summertime to make some money, and Aurora is going there too, but they have a one-night stand at a party, and then they don't see each other till the summertime. They're working at the same place. In other news, they can't be together because they are employers. That's like not allowed. That's very no there. But yeah, it's like a summertime fling type thing, and I don't know, like Russ is just very gentle. Like he saw that she was seriously like upset about something, and he's like, how can I help you? Like, how can I make you feel better? And I was like, so in the way that he's praising her. Oh, huge thing. So it's not a huge thing, but Aurora, she was like talking about how Russ looked, and then she compared herself to him, like saying that he was tall because she's 5'7". That made me feel really represented. I'm 5'7", obviously. All the girls I feel like that I read about are always like 5 foot, 5'3", very petite. I'm 5'7". I'm tall I'm not petite, and just being able to hear that like Aurora isn't petite and she's like 5'7" makes me happy. We got a tall girly. But yeah, I'm so excited to get into some summer vibes because it's getting nicer outside. We're approaching like full-on spring and summer will be here before we know it. So I'm so excited to get into this and to start my summer feels. Camera, come on, we got a job to do. I didn't read a lot today, and I did listen to God's Grief a good bit today when I was on my run, but I'm kind of like confused where we're at in the story because of everything that happened in the last book, but I feel like I'm just kind of confused where we're at. So for that, I'm 6% in. And then for Wildfire, I am on page 65 and I'm already so obsessed with Russ and Aurora. They had their one night stand and she was getting up and he folded her clothes. It's the littlest thing ever, but I was starstruck. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you so much. Have a wonderful good night. The dogs. I need to talk about the dogs. The mom golden retriever is named Fish, and then the cutie patooties, Trout and Salmon. I don't know if you guys do this, but when I annotate on my Kindle, I have to annotate it in my book. Like, I will spend an hour going through and putting all these quotes into my book. So shy, but every now and then he just comes out with a huh, and then you're like, huh? I'm glad we had that talk. Hi guys. If you couldn't tell, I got my hair done, and you know, like when you have like a video game character and you just change its hair, I feel like that. Like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, who are you? Sid did my hair and I literally love it. It's so pretty. I go a couple hours without seeing my hair and then I go in the mirror and I'm like, oh, like jump scare. Like, my hair's changed, you know? And it's like that weird, I'm still not used to it yet and my brain isn't functioning. It just looks so different, so I need to get used to it. I will give you guys a little update. I've been reading on my Kindle recently because I've just been in a Kindle mood. I did update when I was reading the actual book and I started tabbing it. I am on page 158, so we're almost halfway done. Would it be crazy if I gave this one another 5 star? I'm having so much fun. Her writing is so easy and the banter is so good, but not only with the love interest, with their friends. Everyone is just so goofy and so fun, and the summer vibes I'm getting from this. I went to summer camp a couple times and I literally had a blast every single time I did, and it's giving me those feels again and I miss it. I think I like this one more than Icebreaker because 150 in, it was still all smut, but this we've only had one. You can tell that they both have family issues and they're slowly allowing themselves to break apart that holding that they have over them. They had this miscommunication part in the beginning and I got so upset because I was like, I hate miscommunication. He brought it up and he was like, yeah, you know, like I didn't actually mean this, blah blah blah, and she's like, wait, what? And then they talked about it and she was like, no, Ross, no. She's like, we did the miscommunication thing. We did the miscommunication thing. And then she literally said, this is not the main character moment I need right now. And I was like, sis, I'm gonna try to read at least like 100-ish pages tomorrow. Hi, Rocky. Because it's supposed to be like a nice hot day, like a warm day. It was 75 today, but I think it's supposed to rain. But we'll have to see what we do with that. Chickies. I don't like that I just did that. It's a little bit later, but I have to just, it's 3:12, but I just need to tell you this quote, okay? I've been reading on my Kindle. I also finally lost my thumb, so they just had, you know, time, some physical attention time. So she's like, Russ kisses my forehead again and rolls my body towards him, putting his arm around me. Spooning after sex is not something I've ever done, but I feel so safe and happy it's borderline overwhelming. He picks up a book from beside the bed and dims the lamp. I want to ask him what he's reading. Oh my gosh, it says very low battery, but my eyes are already closing. I'm about to fall asleep when his voice stops me. Will you still be here when I wake up? Yes, I promise. Hannah Grace has my heart. Just gonna update you guys when I'm done with this book, I think. I don't really have anything else to say. Woo! Alright, talk to you later. Also, the hair is hairing now, okay? I love it. I love it so much. I love this so much. I know this is a 5 stars and I'm just waiting for it to become a 6 stars. I also need a Xander's book. Xander is the friend that Russ meets in this book. I need a book from him. He is so funny. He is like a comedic character, but like he's so hot about it, you know? Their entire banter, them two together, but then their group together, and everything is just so much fun. Along with that, Russ is such a golden retriever, and the way that he praises Aurora and he's always reassuring her that he's not gonna leave and everything. They have this thing where she said like when she's drunk she was falling asleep and she's like, please don't leave, like I can't watch you walk, like leave me, can you wait till I fall asleep? And ever since she said that, he has not left first. He's always waited till she's in her cabin again or whatnot. In other news, me and Aurora are like the same person, okay? She loves Ratatouille, I love Ratatouille. She's gonna make a bookstore, and that's like one of my goals. I really want to have a bookstore in my life. So her saying that, I was like, ah! And what else? She's 5'7". I love her as a character. She's so sweet and she's so honest, and I feel so bad because she's such a beautiful, sweet, caring person, and she has the most horrendous family ever. Same with Ross. They're both characters that have been stepped on and who people have given up on them, but they have not given up on people, and they're still the sweetest people ever and the most caring. And Hannah Grace has my soul. I'm loving both of these. I'm just gonna show the I don't know if you can see it, but I don't have too many tabs in this book. Almost every single page in this book is tabbed. I have no idea if you can see that. You can see that better now. Look at the difference, and I'm not even done the book yet. So for that to be said, like this summer camp is just so homey and I don't want to leave it. Like I am having a blast with this. I had to stop for a second on my walk because he just said something so sweet. He said, I'm not going anywhere, but you don't need me, Aurora. You're strong and sweet and funny. You're smart and affectionate, and you're all those things without me. You don't need anyone but yourself, but you can have me anyway. I worry I'm gonna fuck this up too, but we have to trust ourselves as much as we trust each other. And then she said, I can't pull my shorts like you can. He said exactly, he says, resting his forehead against mine. So don't go, don't run away from the place that makes you feel at home, from the family you choose. I can't do this. Hi lovelies. So I'm here to give my full wrap up of all the books because I did just finish, I finished last night Wildfire, which was like my huge day of reading. I read like 150 pages or so, I don't know. I read a lot yesterday. My little wrap up of all the books that I read this week. I literally read all of these this week, which is kind of crazy. Rosie, what are you doing? Anyways, so we're gonna get into it. This is one of my absolutely favorite books. This is gonna be a sex storm. I loved this so much more than the first book. Talk about like one of my favorite points in this book is like right before Russ's birthday when they had their day out at town in the little baby town, and she's wearing this beautiful summer dress, and then they go into a bookstore and they're just like browsing together, and then they get ice cream after. Like that is so cute, and they're talking about their futures. And the way this book ended, it makes me so happy for my future if that's what I want to do. Like, it just felt so romantic and so sweet, and I'm so glad that it all ended up that way. And I love that she kind of, Hannah Grace, like gives these little encounters into the future. So this one was 9 years in the future, and then Icebreaker was 2 years in the future, and I loved this one so much. It just worked so well, and I loved where they're at in 9 years. Like, even though like the next book will be like a month or so, whatever, after them dating, it's still really nice to see where they are in 9 years and give like a little brief on it. So I just really enjoyed this book and loved the ending. The ending is like one of my favorite parts. I don't know if this is a lot better. Holy moly, it got really bad there. This is like my favorite book right now, and with Russ's dad at the end too, I was so grateful that it ended like that, and it's healthier. So in all, this book is a 6 stars. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. But in all, I think the biggest thing I was so happy about was the summer vibes in this book. They are so amazing, and they're just phenomenal. Every little aspect of it, how they spent their summer, literally I want this to be my summer. That was the last book we finished, so now I'm gonna go into all of the books that we did already finish and I already talked about, and I'll just give you a wrap up of all the ratings. I'm pretty sure I already told you the ratings. We have Icebreaker, which is the first one, and this one I gave a 5 stars. I really liked the chemistry. Those are the first 2, and then the next one I finished was All In. This definitely wasn't my favorite one. Like, I haven't thought about it. I liked the ending. It just felt like the whole plot of this felt like a waste, because it was really just there to start up what was going to happen at the end. So I don't know, I just wish she went about it a little differently, maybe like a different case or whatnot. She just kind of threw Sloan on the side. She just had like the worst thing happen to her ever, and then it went straight to Cassie and how she was feeling and all her life stuff. It's kind of like we couldn't give someone else like the attention. This is gonna be a 3 stars. I might change to like a 3.25 or something, but I just haven't really thought about it, and it's not anything spectacular, but it still, I guess, gave some insight into what we're gonna be seeing next book. I am really excited for the last one though. And then the final book is gonna be Nevernight by J. Kristoff, and this is the first one in the Nevernight Chronicles, I'm pretty sure. Style in this is really wonderful. It's like he's telling you the story. I'm on the second book right now. I'm not enjoying it as much, but I'm also only like 10% in, so I need to definitely see what else is going on there. This one I gave a 4.5 because of the storytelling and how everything happens. I wasn't bored, and I was really intrigued on where we're going. So this is the last book. I'm really glad I finished all of these books. I definitely still have a lot more TBR to go through, but I just got 4 off of my TBR in a week, and I am very proud of myself. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this series. I definitely want to do it, even though you guys don't want to see it maybe, because this was super fun. Like, I just got so many books done, and maybe that means I can go book buying soon. So yeah, I am already planning one, I think in like May or June, and it's possibly gonna have this book. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please go to like and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so every time I post. I will see you guys in my next video. See you then. Love yous.